In the small town of Grail Falls, the skin knows that it is better not to follow the old forest stitch. Everyone knew, without telling anyone about those to whom they themselves. Old people shook their heads very briefly when they tried to ask, and children guessed legends that told their own stories. One cool autumn evening, 3 friends, Sam, Laurie, and Joe, decided to discover the truth. The stench could reach the old house, about which the local legends spoke. It was important that Jonathan Crane was still alive, a man who had known 100 years ago. Zenith for so many marvelous furnishings. People simply knew how they smelled him, said Laurie, when the stench approached the ruined building. Her voice was tremulous, although she tried to keep her cold-bloodedness. The stinks moved through the forest and the wind became important. The silence was oppressive. Otherwise, the forest itself tried to suppress the sound of the skin, not allowing it to escape. The stitch led deeper and deeper, and with a cut of skin, Sam felt as if he was invisible and watching over them. "This is just a place," Joe sang to himself, wanting to imagine that the trees were whispering in an unconscious language. The leaves underfoot felt crunchy, and the wind felt cold. As soon as the stench reached the house, the sky darkened. In the midst of the shadows that lay on the carved walls of the booth, it collapsed. Laurie froze in place, her eyes wide open. Vaughn talked about those things that couldn't be real. The black shadow, without revealing itself, but with boundless hatred among its empty companions, croaked towards them. "This is not a legend," she whispered, but her words were lost in the dead silence of the night.